And welcome, sports fans, to JBBA Sports. I'm Brad here giving some NASCAR picks. I've done my research, and I'm going to go over the matchups first. Got a couple of them for you. Man, they put out matchups, and woo, a lot of them were tight. I did some extra research. First one I've got, it's Kasey Kahne and David Reutimann. I've got Kasey Kahne. I do believe he's got what it takes to edge out David Reutimann in this race. It's a big track. I've been there. It's fast. Kasey Kahne seems like more of a fit than David Reutimann to this. I think he's going to do better. The second one, last week, we took the matchup of Jeff Burton and Joey Logano, and we took Jeff Burton. Now, he ended up blowing up his engine, but most of the race, he was trailing Logano. Logano looked great. Really showed me something. So I'm going to eat crow and change my position this week. We're going to go with Joey Logano over Jeff Burton. And Joey Logano, the ones I saw, was about minus 125. So that pretty solid picks there, I do believe. I also want to start a little segment where I give you a long shot. The best looking long shot to me to possibly come out of the blue and win that particular race. This race is the Subway Fresh Fit 500 in Phoenix. My long shot is going to be David Ragan. He's driving a Ford. He's never won a race or a pole, but he's got 22 top 10 finishes, and he's really solid at the bigger tracks. I think this is his year. Matter of fact, at Daytona last week, come down to the last lap, he got black flagged and had to go back to the end of the pack and still ended up 14th, or he would have done a lot better. So, you know, for a long shot, he is 100 to 1 to win this race. Couldn't hurt to put $5, maybe $10 on him. Hey, you know, a cup of coffee versus, you know, 500 or 1,000 is pretty good little deal. All right, finally, okay, so for the Subway Fresh Fit 500 winner, everybody is picking Jimmie Johnson. I'm not. I'm taking Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin had a breakout year last year. He hurt his ankle, knee, whatever it was, I can't remember off the top of my head. Had surgery and still came back and did so great and almost won the whole thing. I think he's got a good shot at winning this tomorrow. I think he's going to beat Jimmie Johnson. I don't think Jimmie Johnson's going to have the year he had the last 5. I mean, well, we'll see. He's 5 to 1. He's hungry. He also wants to get into the lead in the points early because Jimmie Johnson tends not to do so super great, although he placed 3rd last year in this race. He doesn't do super great in the first of the year, but then really pours it on in the last of the year. And Jimmie Johnson, you know, rarely does DNFs. But we're going to see what happens this year because I have a feeling it's going to turn around. And Denny Hamlin is ready. Also, he drives Toyota. Denny has never run. Oh, I'm sorry. Denny Hamlin is driving a Toyota. And no Toyota, there we go. No Toyota has actually ever won in Phoenix. So I think with all the thinking aside, man, they probably want to put Toyota up there, you know, pretty high. And I don't know if there's anything inside. It sure seems like it a lot of time. But I'm going to pick Denny Hamlin. And he's 5 to 1 to win the race. We've got the matchups, just to recap, is we want Kasey Kahne over David Reutimann. And we want Joey Logano over Jeff Burton. And the long shot to win the race, David Ragan. Hey, thanks so much for tuning into our channel. I'm Brad with JBBA Sports. I might throw up some picks for the truck race or the nationwide race if I see something I really, really like. But for right now, all I've been doing is studying NASCAR this week. I wanted to make sure I try to get as right as possible. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'm Brad with JBBA Sports, and let's do some winning together.